Hello, everyone. I just started my content creation journey, and before I started this content creation journey, I had one question: is how to go about it? How can I get started with my content creation journey? क्या है ऐसा जो I can put out there on the internet? What are the things that I need to do? What are the things that I need to be careful of? How should I go about it? How should I get started? What is the first step? So when I was researching, मैंने internet पे I try to find answers to this question, and I was showed this one book in particular, and this book is called Show Your Work by Austin Kleon. It was highly recommended by everybody, so I wanted to see कि क्या है इस book के अंदर, ठीक है. uh, but before I started this book, I had many apprehensions about the content creation journey. मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि मुझे करना क्या है. I wanted to know how can I put myself out there in the best way possible, and this apprehension, this list of apprehension, the list of things that I did not want to do, or the list of the things that I did not know how to do, was probably being a biggest barrier in my entire content creation journey. So this video I'm creating because I was inspired by this book, and I actually wanted to create a video that will help me get started, that will get me to the step 1, and then step 2 and step 3, and so on and so forth, and I'll get started with my content creation journey. So in this video I want to share uh, 5 questions that I had around the entire content creation journey, and how this book actually helped me get answers to those 5 questions. So when I think about the idea of creating content or starting my content creation journey, the biggest question that I have in my head, and I think I speak for everybody who are starting their content creation journey, is: Are we good enough? Am I really good enough? And the solution, the answer to this question is: we will never know whether we are good enough or not. Why? Because as an artist, as a content creator, if we are at all conscious, then we have a critique inside us, and this critique will give us all the things that we need to focus on, all the minor errors or major errors. This critique will tell us that you are not good enough and you should not put your content out there. Now, how do I know the answer to this question, whether I'm good enough or not? See, the answer to this question is very simple. The moment you put your content out there on the internet for people to view, just give your 100%. And the moment you create the content, even if you don't like it, I would suggest that you publish it. I believe that if we showcase ourselves, if we put ourselves on the internet, then our chances of being good increases exponentially. Of course, I honestly believe that this would be the worst videos that I'm producing on this channel. Okay. But I can only know whether this is a worst video, or this is something that I can work on, or there are few things that I need to work on, and then next video I can do something better. I will only understand that once I hit publish. Otherwise, my critique will only let me work on this one video only. I will never finish it, and I will never put it outside on the internet. The idea here is to understand that you will never be good enough until and unless you put your work out there and allow people to tell you what is it that you need to focus on. Take it as a positive thing. Work on that feedback and just publish more content out there. The quote that I really like from this book is: amateurs know that contributing something is better than contributing nothing. So your answer to this question, am I good enough, should always be: yes, I am good enough for a starter, for a beginner. And the moment you put your content out there, allow yourself to see all the feedback, understand all the feedback that is coming from the people around you, even if they don't like things that you are doing. Okay, of course, that's good. We need to be on track, we need to start the content creation journey. That should be our aim right now, not the idea of getting all the followers or anything. My idea right now is to understand how this entire thing works, how I need to create content, how I need to edit it in the best way possible. These are my goals right now, not the million followers that I want to have in the long run. Okay, वो सब goal नहीं है मेरा. My goal is to understand how to produce content, and content that I would like to see. That's my goal. So am I good enough right now? I will only understand once I hit publish. So this is my lesson one, that yes, it is all worth it. Yes, it is something that we need to pursue, and yes, we are good enough. Okay, so the next question that you should be having right now is that, okay, because I know that I want to create content, but I don't know what kind of content I should be creating. And my friend, this is the best place that we can be in if we are starting our content creation journey. We are trying to figure out what is it that we need to create. But this is a trap also, okay? Why this is a trap? Because right now we are all focused on, most of us, we are focused on the end product, that okay, this is my end product, this is my artwork, this is what I want to show to the world, everything, okay? If we are looking for a finished product, then we will never be able to create our content that we want to create, okay? And we'll never be able to engage with our audience. So how should I go about it? How should I create content that people are actually wanting to see, or people like, what is it, what kind of content should I create? And the answer is very simple, and I'll give you an example for it, okay? See, if you have seen the Harry Potter movies, all 8 movies, 7 movies, I don't know. But if I were to actually make you sit and watch the first part and the last part, would you be able to understand what the movie was, and would you be able to like, would you like it at all? And I think the answer should be no, because we didn't know what happened to Harry, how he grew up so fast, and how he killed Voldemort, and all these things. Like, why? Because the journey really matters to us. We are actually focused, we crave, we are human beings, we are craving journeys. We want to understand the story, we want to understand the narrative, we want to see how people went through different situations in their life. And I think that is where we need to start as a content creator. I think that once we start showing our life to other people, once we start telling people what kind of challenges we are going through in our everyday life, then that's what people would be really inspired to see. As a content creator, that is something that we can do, okay? So don't worry about the finished product right now in this first few videos. Right now, even I'm not worried about the finished videos. It's just my idea that I'm trying to share, is it going across or not? If not, then I retake it. If it is going as how I would want it to, then that's good. I'm not worried about the lighting, the shadows, all these things. Right now I'm not worried about any of that. I just want to create the content. I want the people to look at the journey that I'm going through, look at the process that I'm going through, okay? And I think that's where we all need to start our journey. The lesson here is to show our life in spite of what the finished product would look like, in spite of what we think the finished product should look like. We just need to show people our lives, how we are living it, how, what kind of challenges we are going through. And I think that's a very good starting point. That's where we can start creating content and begin our content creation journey. Okay, so now the next question in your head should be that, because it's very easy for you to tell me that I am good enough and I need to show my life. But my question is that, what if people judge me, and what if people question my personal life, or what if people will insult me and judge my personal life? Okay, so see, understand, if you're not ready for people to look at your entire life, then show them one aspect or one side of your personal life that you are comfortable putting it out there. Like right now, I am very comfortable showing you this uh, version of me who can share things and who understands a lot of things. Right now, probably I'm not comfortable, doing that. How is everybody and what kind those vlogs? Hey guys, what's up? I am not comfortable with right now. So right now, my answer to this question would be: if people are judging you, people will judge you, and they don't have anything else to do. That's why there are a lot of consumers out there, right? People will judge you no matter what you do, and that is something that should not stop you. Right now you should only focus. Right now, the only thing that you need to worry about is, what is it that I can share today, what is it that I am comfortable sharing with people around the internet. If you are still not sure, I would suggest create the content and call it a day, okay? Just post it, put it there and post it the next day. Come back to it, look at it, what are the things that you have shared that you should not be sharing. And if you're worried about people judging you, just let it go, let the idea go. People will judge you no matter what you do. Even if you create the best video that is supposed to be out there, people will still judge you and tell you things that they don't like, and it's completely good. They are supposed to do that. If they don't do that, we don't learn whether we are making any mistakes or not. So look at it from that perspective, okay? Don't worry about all the things that will go wrong in this entire process. The worry about the moment when you once you hit publish, when people will tell you things that you need to improve upon. Will you be able to do that? Will you be able to improve on those things? That's the thing that you need to worry about. I am worried about that thing only, that once I put the content across, will people be able to understand it and understand it in the best way possible? And if the answer is no, people would want me to elaborate more, will I be able to do that with the next video or not? I am worried about that. So people will judge you. Lesson here is that people will judge you. They don't have anything else to do. All we have to worry about is what is it that I can share today? What is it that I can share today and learn from people feedback? Okay, so the next question in your head would be, how would I share what I want to share? Okay, now the good news for all of y'all is the internet is a very weird place. It has audience for everybody, it has audience for anything and everything under the sun. Okay, the good thing is that you need to find it. Now how do you find someone who would like you, who would like to see you or have a conversation with you? Okay, now I would want you all to understand, when it comes to content creation, you need to create content in such a way so that your best friends are able to understand it. This is how I would look at it. Okay, I talk to my friends like this only. I would try to be more like, I try to explain things to them in the best way possible. And I think that's how you need to go about finding your own audience. That's how you need to start creating content. Recall your conversations that you have with your friends. How do you explain in any incident to them? How would you tell them about something that happened to you? How would you tell them a joke? How would you keep them interested in the conversation? What will you tell them? This is something that you need to focus on. My apprehension that I had was that I am not enthusiastic enough, is something that I let go of because of this own idea, that I just need to talk to everybody as if that they are my friends across the world. On the internet I have many best friends. This is what I would look at it. Okay, and that's how I'm creating content also. I want to create content so that my best friends are able to understand it in the best way possible. So that's where I will incorporate a lot of jokes. That's where I know how to make it more serious. That's where I need to know how I need to pique interest, all these things. So if your question is that how you need to start creating content, or how would I share what I want to do, what kind of, like, how would I share it, then my answer, the lesson here would be, learn to share it as if you were talking to your best friends. And that's the best thing that you can do. If you go on the internet, you will see a lot of videos on storytelling. Even Austin will jump into the art of creating, learning how to share stories and all these things. If you read the book, that's the best thing that you can do about learning about storytelling and all those things. But right now, if you're not comfortable buying the book and reading the book, and if you just want to get started with your content creation journey, then the idea that you need to work on is, how would I tell this incident, whatever story that you're creating? I bought this pen for 5 rupees. How would I tell it to my best friends? How would I explain this? What happened to me at the stationery shop? What did I went through when I was going through the stationery shop? I wanted to buy this pen. How would I tell it to my best friends? And the more I can do it in the best way possible, that will pique their interest, that will make them interested in me. That's how you need to create content. And this is the simplest idea that we need to work on. And this brings me to the last question. The last question would be, what happens, because if things don't work out? What happens if my YouTube does not grow? If my Insta, people don't like me, people don't like my content, I will just start producing content. See, this should be the least thing that you should be worried about. Why? Because this should not matter to us at all. When we talk about creating content, it is a journey of self improvement, it is a journey of self expression. Okay, I want to express myself, I want to constantly create something that I'm proud of. This is something how I would look at as my content. Okay, if your question is that what if things don't work out, because then, my friend, you're looking at failures from a different perspective than me. I look at failures as stepping stones for me, as an opportunity for me to learn and grow. Okay, the trick here is to understand that once you start creating content, the only thing that you can create is what you're capable of. What the video that I'm creating right now is the byproduct of the things that I'm aware of. Okay, and the only thing that can go well now is I'll be aware of more things. I'll get to know a little bit more, I'll get to know a little bit better. And this is something that we need to focus on. We all need to be worried about what is it that we can be know right now, and how we can share it with the world around us so that we can know a little bit better. This trick will not at all let you go down with the criticism that people will have of you. and you will only look at criticism from a perspective of, okay, this person is saying XYZ thing, and out of this thing only this one part is, like, actually valid for me, and the rest is there, something that they need to be worried about. You just need to focus on that one part, and that's where you increase, that's where you step forward, that's where you step up, right? And that's what I want you all to remember. The lesson here is that once you put your content out there, the only thing that can happen for you is that you will learn something new, you will know a little bit better, you will know yourself a little bit more. And that's how we need to look at content creation, as a journey of knowing ourselves little bit more, little bit extra every single day. So as I end this video, I would highly recommend that you go and read this book if you want to start your content creation journey. Maybe you'll learn something new that I did not, or maybe it'll answer a specific question that you have about your content creation journey. I really tried my best to not delve into any specifics from this book, because I did not want to rob you of your own adventure or your own journey of content creation. And if you are really really interested in reading this book, I might have a surprise for you. See, I'm trying to create a community where people across the world can, jump in and learn and share what they're learning from a book together. So just to get started, what I want to do is I will give away two books, Show Your Work by Austin Kleon, to two people who would comment something that they learned from this video. And I'll try to close this giveaway by 10th July. So if you are somebody who learned something from this book and they are starting their content creation journey, then you can comment down below, subscribe, all those things. I'm very bad at all these things. I don't know whether I should be asking you this, because I am still wondering whether this content is good enough or not. So see, I'm still trying to learn, but I will only learn once I start putting my content out there. Right now, it's the only person in the community is me. So if you are somebody who would want to be part of this community and learn and grow together, then I leave the link in the bio for the WhatsApp community. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope that you really liked something from this video, that you really learned something from this video. And I'll try to come up with another book review really really soon, something that I learned in my content creation journey. Thank you so much, and I will see you all soon. Bye.